On proof of religion. The great question about religion is what makes it so unscientific? If religion is a science, why is it not as certain as other sciences? All beliefs in God, heaven, etc. are mere conjectures, mere beliefs. There seems to be nothing certain about it. Our ideas concerning religion are changing all the time. The mind is in a constant state of flux. Is man a soul, an unchanging substance, or is he a constantly changing quantity? All religions, except primitive Buddhism, believe that man is a soul, an identity, a unit that never dies but is immortal. The primitive Buddhists believe that man is a constantly changing quantity and that his consciousness consists in an almost infinite succession of incalculably rapid changes, each change, as it were, being unconnected with the others, standing alone, thus precluding the theory of the law of sequence or causation. If there is a unit, there is a substance. A unit is always simple. A simple is not a compound of anything. It does not depend on anything else. It stands alone and is immortal. Primitive Buddhists contend that everything is unconnected, nothing is a unit, and that the theory of man being a unit is a mere belief and cannot be proved. Now, the great question is man a unit or is he a constantly changing mass? There is but one way to prove this, to answer this question. Stop the gyrations of the mind, and the theory that a man is a unit, a simple, will be demonstrated. All changes are in me, in the chitta, the mind substance. I am not the changes. If I were, I could not stop them. Everyone is trying to make himself and everybody else believe that this world is all very fine, that he is perfectly happy. But when man stops to question his motives in life, he will see that the reason he is struggling after this and that is because he cannot help himself. He must move on. He cannot stop. So he tries to make himself believe that he really wants this and that. The one who actually succeeds in making himself believe that he is having a good time is the man of splendid physical health. This man responds to his desires instantly, without question. He acts in response to that power within him, urging him on without a thought, as though he acted because he wanted to. But when he has been knocked about a good deal by nature, when he has received a good many wounds and bruises, he begins to question the meaning of all this. And as he gets hurt more and thinks more, he sees that he is urged on by a power beyond his control, and that he acts simply because he must. Then he begins to rebel, and the battle begins. Now, if there is a way out of all this trouble, it is within ourselves. We are always trying to realize the reality. Instinctively, we are always trying to do that. It is creation in the human soul that covers up God. That is why there is so much difference in God ideals. Only when creation stops can we find the absolute. The absolute is in the soul, not in creation. So by stopping creation, we come to know the absolute. When we think of ourselves, we think of the body, and when we think of God, we think of Him as body. To stop the gyrations of the mind, so that the soul may become manifested, is the work. Training begins with the body. Breathing trains the body, gets it into a harmonious condition. The object of the breathing exercises is to attain meditation and concentration. If you can get absolutely still for just one moment, you have reached the goal. The mind may go on working after that, but it will never be the same mind again. You will know yourself as you are, your true self. Still the mind, but for one moment, and the truth of your real nature will flash upon you. And freedom is at hand, no more bondage after that. This follows from the theory that if you can know an instant of time, you know all time, as the whole is the rapid succession of one. Master the one, know thoroughly one instant, and freedom is reached. All religions believe in God and the soul except the primitive Buddhist. The modern Buddhists believe in God and the soul. Among the primitive Buddhists are the Burmese, Siamese, Chinese, etc. Arnold's book, The Light of Asia, represents more of Vedantism than Buddhism.